Don't ask about anything, just look. Hello, I'm editor at the international wedding video editing studio Nitsky Studio. Do you want to learn how to design your videos graphically? Stick with me to learn how in this article. To liven up your video shoots, you can add static moving lines and make them neon. Select the brush tool. Doing that opens the brush options panel and two tabs. Now we have selected the duration. Constant in the paint, a tab in the duration graph that will make all the lines. We draw static and hanging. We don't need this, so let's forget about this function. The next one is the right on, used to draw a moving line. That is perfect here, since you can also select the line color and adjust the transparency. In the Brushes tab, please select the desired line thickness or tweak the diameter parameter to start drawing. I will circle the line of the new lights to make easier to draw a line. You can zoom in on the screen by scrolling the mouse wheel and move it in the right direction by holding the spacebar. Our line disappeared somewhere, but it's normal because it's already animated. It may seem like magic. You need to perform a couple more manipulations to set the required speed. Let's move on to the stroke options. They are ready-made case in the timeline opposite the end parameter. Since the resulting animation is too slow, we will pull the second key closer to the first. We should see how it appears with us after this step. To animate here departure, turn on the alarm for the start parameter between the two keys of the end parameter. Let's choose a time when our line should disappear. Put the second key with the value 100. That's all. To prevent the position of the layer from moving, you need to hold down Ctrl. What we need to know: adjusting the parameters in the Stroke Options tab. The further the final keys are from the initial ones, the slower the drawing will be. The closer the start key is to the end key, the shorter the running line will be. If you don't like the line thickness or transparency, you can change them right here. An interesting parameter spacing. If you twist it, the circle will go instead of a magnet line. Our line must follow as the video moves. To achieve this, we need to animate its movement. Let's go to the Transform tab. Please turn on the alarms. We use the stroke motion by frames and move it in desired direction. So we learned how to drive a moving line. But static lines can also be used beautiful for animation. To draw the next stroke, we need to be sure to select our layer. Otherwise, you will replace the already finished line. We return to the Paint tab to the duration graph and consider the two remaining duration. Single frame. This means that what you draw will last only one frame. We draw lines and we have 5 new strokes. We will place them on the timeline one after another. The animation is swift. If we need it slower, we can do that by selecting the last custom duration. Which is a custom duration? To the right of the graph, a keyframe parameter appears. we enter the number of frames that we want to set for the duration of our lines, for example 2 frames. We draw. Let's move, we look. The animation is smoother and smoother. Let's make it even smoother. Let's move the frames not seam to seam. Ensure that they overlap. As you can see, you can expand the parameters and edit their size, brightness and movement and static or moving lines. If you want lines to glow with neon light, you need to create a transparent layer. Right-click on the Layers panel, choose New Solid. In the window that appears, select the color black. Click on the Make Comp Size button. OK. Set the blending mode to the screen. Copy our strokes to a layer using the hotkeys Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. In the Effects tab, find the glow effect and drag it to the transparent layer. The Effect Controls tab, where we configure the necessary parameters, will appear. On the glow threshold, select the threshold level and glow radius. Under the glow radius and glow intensity, select the intensity and glow dimensions in the direction of the glow, which is either horizontal or vertical mixed. If we want to change the color of the lines, we need to open the properties of the transparent layer and find our strokes by opening the stroke options on the Effects tab. Lastly, set the preferred color for the desired line. That's all you need to do the video magic like a pro. You just have to be a patient, think and be a creative. I have no doubts this lesson will help you create something new and unique. If you want a professional wedding video, work you can always apply to Nitsky Studio for excellent quality filming.